In 1917, the world witnessed one of the most seismic political events in history, the Russian Revolution. This was not an event that happened overnight, but a culmination of societal unrest, economic hardship, and political radicalism. Russia, in the early 20th century, was a nation grappling with an outdated autocratic rule while the rest of Europe was moving towards democracy. The nation was further strained by its involvement in World War I, depleting resources and morale. Amidst these trials, radical politics began to take root, with the promise of a better future for the common man. The February Revolution was the first major event in this transformative period, leading to the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II. This marked the end of more than 3 centuries of Romanov rule and the establishment of a provisional government. With the fall of the Tsar, Russia was poised on the brink of a new era, but the struggle for power was far from over. In the chaotic aftermath of the February Revolution, a radical political party emerged from the shadows, the Bolsheviks. Under the charismatic leadership of Vladimir Lenin, the Bolsheviks offered the war-weary Russian people a simple yet compelling promise: peace, land, and bread. Lenin's promise resonated deeply with the masses, especially the workers and peasants who had borne the brunt of the war's hardships. Lenin's political acumen and the Bolsheviks' strategic maneuvering gradually solidified their influence among the people. They skillfully tapped into the widespread discontent and harnessed it to their advantage, ultimately leading to their rise in popularity. The turning point came in October of that year. In a swift and decisive move, the Bolsheviks seized power in what is now known as the October Revolution. They toppled the provisional government and declared their socialist vision for Russia. The Bolsheviks had successfully seized power, but the battle for Russia's future was only just beginning. The Bolsheviks' rise to power sparked a brutal civil war that would tear Russia apart. 2 primary factions emerged in this conflict: the Red Army, representing the Bolsheviks, and the White Army, a diverse coalition opposing the radical new regime. While the White Army consisted of monarchists, liberals, and socialists, the Red Army was unified under the banner of Bolshevism, lending it a decisive advantage. The civil war was further complicated by foreign intervention. Major world powers, including the United States, Britain, and France, sent troops and resources to assist the White Army, fearing the spread of communism. Despite this, the Red Army emerged victorious after 4 long, grueling years of warfare. The brutality of the Civil War was staggering, with millions of lives lost, either to the violence itself or to the resulting famine and disease. Yet from this chaos, the Bolsheviks consolidated their rule, culminating in the establishment of the USSR in 1922. The Civil War had ended, and from its ashes rose the Soviet Union, a new world superpower that would shape the course of the 20th century. The Russian Revolution had far-reaching impacts that extended beyond the borders of the Soviet Union. It marked a radical change in Russia, establishing the world's first socialist state. This new system, championed by the proletariat, replaced the centuries-old monarchy and aristocracy. In the wake of the revolution, Joseph Stalin rose to power, steering the Soviet Union with an iron fist. Under Stalin's rule, Russia underwent massive industrialization and militarization, transforming from a largely agrarian society into a formidable global superpower. The revolution's influence didn't stop at Russia's borders. It sparked a wave of revolutionary fervor worldwide, inspiring subsequent revolutions and shaping global politics. From China's revolution to Cuba's, the ripple effects of Russia's revolution were felt far and wide. Even today, the legacy of the Russian Revolution remains palpable. It continues to influence political ideologies, inspire movements, and shape global events. The Russian Revolution, a seismic political event, forever changed the landscape of global politics, leaving a legacy that continues to resonate today.